Hello, I'm Tororo. Today we'll discuss MLR. Let's dive right in. Definition. The mixed lymphocyte reaction, MLR, is a cellular immunological response that occurs when lymphocytes from two individuals with different genetic backgrounds are mixed. This reaction is used especially in transplant medicine to assess the tissue compatibility between donor and recipient. Rationale. Mechanism. Do you remember MHC restriction? MHC restriction means that T cells through the TCR recognize and respond when the MHC molecule is paired with an antigen, and moreover, when the MHC molecule itself. But wait, doesn't this mean that it seems unlikely to react with transplanted non-self tissues? This is where negative selection comes into play. Negative selection is a process during T cell maturation in the thymus, where T cells with TCRs that strongly bind to the combination of MHC molecules and self-antigen peptides are eliminated. In other words, those with high affinity for self-reactivity are removed. Therefore, T cells with lower affinity for self-reactivity are more likely to respond to non-self. Back to MLR. The mechanism of MLR is based on the differences in the major histocompatibility complex, MHC, between different individuals. When lymphocytes with different MHCs are mixed, they recognize each other as non-self and become activated. This leads to the proliferation of lymphocytes, the release of cytokines, and the initiation of an immune response. This process is useful for assessing the likelihood of transplant rejection by the host. Example. For instance, consider a patient who is considering a kidney transplant. The patient T cells are the potential donor's lymphocytes are collected and an MLR is performed. If a high response is observed in the test, it suggests that the donor's organ is likely to be rejected by the patient. Conversely, a low response would indicate a high tissue compatibility and potentially a higher success rate for the transplant. Thank you very much.